Good morning, good morning. Hello, happy Sunday. I was sitting here and I went to go and press start or live or whatever you start. And I was like, oh my God, it looks so dark in here. Well, I didn't have any lights on. I've been working in here since like 6:30 this morning. My son went to ski. Alex went skiing today. So we were up super early. So thank you so much for joining me. I am clearly a little bit tired, but that's okay. I'm just going to pull you guys up here so I can see everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. So how is everybody? It's super sunny here. So though I probably didn't need a ton of light in here, and I'm sorry to all of my friends all of you guys that are all out in snowy Alberta, because I know you guys got crazy low temperatures yesterday and last night. I don't know if it's snowing again today or not, but it's so sunny here. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's so sunny here. Alex and I literally yesterday, we said, it feels like April. Like it was like short sleeves, like t-shirt weather out there. So I'm wearing like my sunny shirt. And for those of you that saw my stories last night or yesterday, I changed all my layouts on my wall that's like right above my computer that I face all the time. And they're all like summer photos. It's hard not to feel that way when the weather is so beautiful. So, oh, hey, good morning, Susan from Washington State. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh, Sonia, minus 44. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I have such sympathy for you, and it's not even like I'm sitting here talking about how beautiful it is and not knowing. You guys, we lived out there for a lot of years. Like, I get it. I know how cold that is. Hey, Nadine, good morning. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to rub it in, but you guys, come and visit me. Just come and visit me. And literally, like, I mean, we get a lot of rain, though. Like, we get a lot of rain. So I feel like the days that we get the sun like this at this time of year, we're really, I want to brag about it a little bit because we do. It's so wet here, you guys. It's so wet here. Yeah, you know what, Lindsay, it's true. You guys, I know you've had like snow and things, but it is kind of your first real like winter is here, right? I was checking in on my horses because we've got 2 horses that live outside in Calgary, and our our little baby Maisie, who's, I don't know, she was born in June of last year. So that's however months old she is. And then our retired mama, who is our 4-year-old boy's mom. We call her Queen G, and she lives outside too. Samantha, too cold to ride. I know. So now you're crafting, which is great. You know what? If it's too cold to ride, too cold to be outside, at least you guys can be in here. And I'm so happy. I've got a really fun layout for you today. And I have some really fun things to show you. Good morning. Hi. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, I've got some really fun things to show you. Oh, cheers from Ontario. Hey, Janet. You guys might be cold. I think you guys have been having quite a bit of snow out there too in Ontario. I've got a few friends out that way. Well, Kathy, where are you? You said your temp is warm compared to like the Calgary area, kind of middle Alberta. Kathy, I couldn't remember where you are. Oh, thanks, Chris. Do you want to know where I got my shirt? You guys, I don't go anywhere anymore, so I either shop online or, unfortunately, we've been in Vancouver quite a bit, Alex and I, for some doctor's appointments. So this is BC Fairies. Compliments of BC Fairies. So they got some cute stuff on there. I'm not gonna lie. Their little shop on the ferry is kind of cute. But yeah, kind of fun, hey? Yeah, so I saw it was last week that I saw this one. I bought 2 tops from on there, actually. Oh, hey, Card Nanny. Oh my gosh, I saw you. Thank you so much for helping out on that question from one of our customers. North Texas. Now, you guys are warm, I think, down there right now. Am I right or wrong? Kathy, right, Illinois. Okay. I know you guys have had some snow. My girlfriend's from all that area. I know. Look at my cute little Valentine's tree, hey? I haven't added anything to it since we did our garland last week, but I'm going to. I have a few projects this week that I'm going to work on that are going to get added to the tree. So it's coming. It's coming. First time for me, but I have a few ideas of some things I want to add. Okay, so I want to show you a few things. So I have a couple of layouts I want to show you, but I'll do those when I put my overhead camera on. I want to show you a few things that are added to the site. So we've been talking a lot about albums lately. So I've got a bunch of albums on order, and I have received some of them. So I know that you guys all know, because you follow all of us in the industry, and we're all telling you the same thing. A lot of the stock is a little bit delayed. Manufacturers are posting about it, and of course stores, influencers, teachers. Everyone's kind of just letting you guys know that yes, the new release time was kind of mid-January, and the new product starts to arrive like February, March, April. And some of it is coming in, but some of it's a little bit delayed. Good morning. Hi, Sandra from Calgary. Yeah, some of it's a little bit delayed. And so anyway, I do have some new albums. So as soon as they come in, I've been posting them. One new size for us is the 8.5 by 11. So I did share on my last live last week, but I know some of you ladies weren't with me. It was in the evening, so I just want to show you. So this is one of our new ones. So 8.5 by 11 is a new size for me. I've never carried it in my shop before. Since way back when I had my brick and mortar, like many, many years ago. So 8.5 by 11 is back in the store right now. I only have 2 colors in at the moment, but they're stunning. This blue, this navy. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I love it. So we actually brought navy in 12 by 12 and an 8.5 by 11. So these are in the store right now. And there's also black 8.5 by 11, but I have 4 more colors on order. And as soon as they come in, I will load them up onto the shop. It will be a few weeks though, so don't, if you want the ones that are there now, just grab them, because there will be some more new ones coming. So in addition to that, the page protectors that we're carrying, I've got 3 different kinds. So the plain ones, like the full 8.5 by 11. This one I love. This one has got the 4 3/4 by 8.5, like right across the top here. And then it has 2 vertical 4 by 6 underneath here. So those are really cute. So those are on the site. And then the baseball ones, I love these. They call them the baseball ones because they fit like baseball cards. But those are really fun pocket pages too. So those are all on the website right now. You'll look at them when you go to the website, you'll click on extras and you'll see albums and you'll see page protectors as a drop down. Well, yes, 8.5 by 11. It was a super popular size back in the day for sure. But you know what? It's becoming really popular again. And a lot of ladies are scrapbooking 8.5 by 11. So when I did my class last week, when we got together, I think it was Wednesday night that we got together. I have it here because I want to show you. I did this 8.5 by 11 page. So I'm starting to do a little more 8.5 by 11. I do have an 8.5 by 11 that I put a lot of food layouts in. I find that size is just really quick and easy. So when we're talking about time and not having a ton of time to craft, 8.5 by 11, girls, that's a great size. So mix that, like get that 8.5 by 11 and then throw those different pocket pages in. Honestly, you'll have an album done in no time. It's a really, really great size. Oh, good, Allison. Oh, hi. 6-year-old boy, girl, name. Good morning. Good morning to your 6-year-old. That's exciting that you're crafting together. So those are on the site. Then I've got the navy 12 by 12. There is still the charcoal and the black in 12 by 12. Oh, and the gold. The gold I love. And there is the butter, but I added more butter because I only had one left. So there's more butter, which is such a beautiful color. But this color I just added, this is not new, but it's new to us. So the aqua, how stunning is that? So beautiful. So I only carry I only carry D-ring albums, girls. That's all I carry. It's what I love. Miss Carly. Hi, Miss Carly. Good morning. Oh, hey, Sharon. Good morning. Very cold where you are. I know. So cold. So all those albums are up there. I want to take 2 seconds. I'm going to lean over really quick because I remember how I said I was putting all of those layouts that we've created over the last year into albums. We have this gold album on the site. Look at how shiny that is. Oh, look, you can even see the reflection of my computer in that. That's how shiny it is. It is so beautiful. Oh, I had it upside down. There you go. Anyway, I've been putting my Christmas layouts in this. So I started adding, so all those layouts we've done, I've been adding my Christmas layouts. I don't know, that's probably shiny. So I started putting, I thought Christmas in the gold was really fun. So I started putting these in there. I have some smaller pocket pages that I want to add into here too. I just didn't get a chance, but I'm just trying to get all of these in here just to get them out of the stack that's on my one of my tables. So anyway, the gold is beautiful too. So lots of albums. If you are looking to get all those layouts that we've been creating into albums, there's tons on the website. The gold's beautiful, Carolyn. It's really, really beautiful. And D-ring is the only way that I work now, honestly, because I don't chronologically scrapbook, and that's like a story for another day, but I have so many beliefs around scrapbooking and chronological. I believe in scrapbooking right now, if that's what you want. And then if tomorrow I want to go back and do some vintage, well, then I'm going to go do some like vintage, heritage, whatever. And then if I want to scrapbook yesterday. So I don't scrapbook chronologically. And again, that's probably a whole other day to talk. But, oh, good morning, Diane. You're not late. It's okay. We're still chatting. We're talking about the new things in the shop. So anyway, the other thing, this is all ready to go, and as soon as we're done today, I'm like literally pressing active. It'll be on the site within minutes after we talk, but this is a really fun little package. So you guys know the Snap albums. They've been around for years. They come in a ton of different colors, but they come without protectors in them. So they're just like a cover. They're a D-ring cover. These are 6x8. So what I did was we've got this red. We're just gonna start with the red. I wanted to see if you guys were into them or not. But I've got the red stripe, which I love. I think it'd be incredible for Christmas. So if you do like a December daily, or even if you don't, and you just wanna do like your Christmas photos, this is a great album for that. But also that'd be really cute for Disney albums. Birthday, kid, I mean, whatever. Red, it's just red stripe. Oh, and then it's like, you can't see it because it's closed, but it's like a polka dot on the inside, a red polka dot. But what I did was not just selling it with the cover, I'm including 3 packages of page protectors, okay? So these page protectors, this pack, you get 10 in each of these. So there's 2 3x4s and 4x6 on these. You get 10 of those packs. These are all 3x4, so 4 3x4s on a sheet, 10 of those in that pack. And then these are the regular 6x8, just a full 6x8, and there's 10 in there. So when you buy this, you're gonna get all of that. So you get the cover and 30 page protectors. It will fit 30 page protectors. So yeah, so that's on the site. So if you love that and you love that size, I mean, I can get you any color or whatever you want. I just thought we'd try it. It's new for me with my website. So that's going to be on there literally right after we're done talking today. Oh, Carol, I'm so happy you found us too. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us where you're from, Carol. Good. Yeah. D-rings and scrapbook in the moment. And I know lots of you scrapbook chronologically. I know that. And that's amazing. Yay, you. It does just not, I just don't work like that. I just can't. I feel like sometimes I'm inspired by different things and it might not be all in order. So anyway, okay, so that's what I've got for you. So all the albums, all the page protectors, they're all up on the website. The other thing that I added, actually I don't have them in front of me. 2 seconds, I'm gonna grab them. Don't leave, 2 seconds. It won't take me more than a second here. Are the pocket flips. I don't know if you guys have used those before. 2 seconds. Okay, maybe longer than 2 seconds. I moved all my stock. Oh, here, just a sec. You guys, I told you there's a reason that we're building a new shop on the property because I do not have the space in here. I do not have the space. So anyway, I want to show you these. These are on the website too. Hey, Kimberly. Hello from Illinois. I got another Illinois. I love you guys. Did I meet you guys? I think I met a lot of you at She Loves Color. Not last fall because, you know, we lost a year to a pandemic, but the fall before. Dryden, Ontario. I think you have snow out there. Do you, Carol? You guys are, it's after lunch there, I think. These, who's used these? These little pocket photo flips. These are phenomenal. So these have been around for years as well, but I just got them back in stock. I've had them on order for a while. And I just want to tell you what's in here. So it's 4 4x6, 4 4x4, and 4 3x4. So what these are is they've got like a little adhesive strip on the top. So if you want to layer your photos on a page, so say like this one, if I didn't have the frames on there, and I wanted to put a layer of them, I could just run that adhesive strip and then I can flip all through my photos. So anyway, these are on the site now. They're under extras as well, page protectors. Okay, so those are there too. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Stephanie. We were just talking about all of our friends that I met from your neck of the woods at your She Loves Color event. So I think there's a few of them on here today. Thank you for stopping in. Love them. Yes, absolutely. They're so fun. So those are all on the website right now. Okay. that's what I've got for you for brand new. But I wanted to flip over and I want to show you, remember we were talking about our 8.5 by 11 layout that we did on Wednesday night. And then I started one with you. I'm just going to move some of these things because I'm going to flip over to my overhead camera here because I want to show you how I finished these because I think that'll be kind of fun for those of you that were with me on Thursday. So I'm just going to flip the camera over. Okay, so remember this is the one that we did, right? We did this and we talked about all of our washi tape. And I shared a photo of someone that was actually working with all of the Bella tapes, Stephanie. I think it's on my stories right now. Anyway, she did the same layout that I taught on Wednesday night and did it with all of Bella washies. I've got a couple of Bella in here. And then, so we were just doing this really fun little border, right, with all of our washies. And this was 8.5 by 11 that I did of Emma's birthday, which I loved, turned out really cute. But remember that I did an 8.5 and 11 by 11 one with, for Alex. Remember I didn't finish it with the photos. So what I ended up doing, I have an album on the go for Alex and it is a 12 by 12 album. And so I decided to actually take the layout that we worked on together, which was 8.5 by 11, and I just added it to a 12 by 12 page. Because remember we talked about if this is not the right size for you, like try it. If you don't love it, you can always just put this onto a 12 by 12 base. That's what I did. It didn't work for what I was going to use it for him. So I'm going to put it into his 12 by 12 album. So I added it to this really beautiful dotted Swiss cardstock and then added a title and a few more little bits. And then it became a great page for his 12 by 12 album. So don't be afraid to do that, okay? That is vintage washi tape. I know, Stephanie. I seriously, like, I always share this my little washi tape. Well, it's not little, but this is how I store my washi. And you are gonna die. Look at all of the Bella in there. Look at it all. There's tons. It's all through here. There's these, and then the chevron and the stripes. There's tons from like back design team days. I have so much in there. So yes, we are Bella Boulevard lovers. Absolutely. Okay, so that was what I wanted to show you, that it was super easy to take that 8.5 by 11, put it in that 8.5 by 11 album, but if it's not for you or it doesn't work with what you're working with, easy to turn it into a 12 by 12. Okay, so that is that. I want to share those with you, and I'm going to put these up on my social media as well, so you guys can check back and see those as well. Okay, so that is that. Let's go on to, here, I'm just going to let's go on to today's layout, because that's why you came. You came to Scrapbook, right? There we go. I think we're a little straight now. Okay, so this is today's layout. This was a tough layout for me, you guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a little bit of a tough layout. Alex is going through some health struggles right now, and we're spending a lot of time in doctor's offices. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to scrapbook this now, but I was really feeling it. So in talking about chronological scrapbooking, I was feeling compelled to scrapbook this. So I started, and this is what we're working on today. Just a second, I want to read this. Fun fact. Bella was the first scrapbook. Isn't that so funny? You were the first scrapbooking company to create washi tape. It was hot and stationary, but it didn't break into scrapbooking. You know, I remember that because, like I said, that was when I think I was on your design team for about 4 years in a row. So grateful. Loved my time with you guys. And that's when it was. It was a long time ago, and it was so fun. And I remember it coming out and being like, washi tape, like what is the washi tape? But now it is literally like a staple. We put it in all of our kits. It's crazy how much we use washi tape. So yeah, super awesome. I'm so glad that you were here to share some of that with us. Awesome. Oh, Elaine, you're using Bella today. Awesome. So good. Oh, I'm so glad that we've got Stephanie here with us. So anyway, this is the layout that we're doing today. This was, like I said, I used the quarantine collection for this layout by Simple Stories. It just worked really well for me with the hearts, and it's got some germs because we were in a hospital, and it had some really great words. But here's the thing, I mixed it with some of the Hello Today. So that's the nice thing with a lot of collections from a lot of manufacturers is that you can mix the collections with their color palettes. And I will say, when we're talking about Bella, that is something that Stephanie has always done, always. So you can pull collections of Bella Boulevard from like 6 years ago, and you can coordinate those papers with a brand new collection. So I just think it's phenomenal when manufacturers do that. It's so great for the consumer because we carry a lot of these things on through the years in our supply and our stashes at home. So it's really nice to be able to mix and match. So that is what I did on this collection, or on this layout. Sorry, I mixed two collections together. So we're going to do a bunch of cutting. We're going to cut all these little tiny squares out, and we're going to make this really great background for some photos. So I hope you've got your stash out. So those of you that are scrapbooking with me today, you collected your supplies, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a 12 by 12 cardstock base. I'm going to set this off to the side here. And I'm going to pull out, I've pre-cut a few things for you so you don't have to sit and watch me, though I am going to cut my little squares. I didn't cut them all today. So I'm going to work with a 12 by 12 black base. I think I have to move that up. 12 by 12 black cardstock base. You guys know how much I love my dotted Swiss. I just think it's so great for a little more dimension. So here's my 12 by 12 base. And then my next cut is going to be another cardstock. You can see on this one that I did mat it. So I've got this polka dot paper, but I did mat it with some black cardstock. So your first cardstock cut here is going to be 9 3/4 by 10 3/4. Okay, 9 3/4 by 10 3/4. 9 3/4 is your vertical cut, and 10 3/4 is going to be your horizontal. Okay, 9 3/4 by 10 3/4. You are going to center that onto your base top to bottom. So you've got a little more space at the top and bottom than you do on either side. So you can go ahead and cut those two pieces and adhere them together. I'm going to grab my tape runner and I'm going to stick this down. I could use, you know what, I could use my glue on this since I'm not using my photos, because you know me, whenever I want to use our liquid glue on our photos, I find depending on the paper that you're cutting your or that you're printing your photos on or having them printed on, liquid glue is just not the right adhesive for that. So I always like to use tape runner when I'm working with my photos, but you can use your glue on everything else, right? Okay, let's move that up for you a little bit because I feel like you maybe can't totally see the bottom of that. Okay, so then your next cut obviously is just 1/4 inch smaller than the size of your mat. So 9.5 by 9.5 by 10.5. So 9.5 vertical, 10.5 is your horizontal. Okay, I did sand the edges of this. You don't have to. You guys know me and my sanding. It's a problem. Well, it's not a bad problem. It's just a thing. So I did sand it already. So I am going to just put my liquid glue on here. You guys know my favorite glue is my Art Glitter liquid glue. Oh, and just a side note, you guys, this Art Glitter glue, my order actually should be here kind of mid this week. So for those of you that have been waiting on a metal tip, they're coming. I ordered a ton of them. So we sold our last one the other day, and my Art Glitter, I saw the order kind of hit customs, so it should be here soon. So for those of you that have been wanting your metal tip, it's coming. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, so then next we're going to get into all of our, I'm going to set this off to the side for 2 seconds. Then we're going to get into all of our little 1-inch squares. So these are 1 by 1. This layout would work really well no matter what size squares you used. So if you wanted to do 2 by 2s, then you just wouldn't have as many. Or if you wanted to do 1.5 by 1.5, you could still do the same base that we're doing with larger squares. If you had a punch you wanted to use rather than punching them, that is totally up to you. Or so rather than cutting with your trimmer, that's totally up to you. But I'm using 1 by 1. Okay, so 1 by 1 squares. I used I think 6, 7 different patterns, and I'm actually using more. I think I've got 8 patterns here. This is using our creative kit, our So Much Love creative kit that features some of the new Sweet Talk collection by Simple Stories. So this is the collection I'm using for this layout. And there are still a handful of those creative kits in the shop. And when I say a handful, I feel like I want to say 3 or 4, like not many. So, and that already was a reorder, so I'm not ordering it again. Oh, so Samantha, this red one is 1/4 inch smaller than your cardstock mat. So it's 9.5 by 10.5. 9.5 is your vertical, 10.5 is your horizontal. Okay. So like I said, now what you want to do is get out your patterns of paper, and it doesn't matter if you want to use 3 patterns or 8 patterns. It doesn't matter. You're just going to lay them out the way you want them, right? This pattern is all about you, whatever you're looking for when you're laying it all out. So one by one, and you're going to go ahead, and I feel like I cut 36 of them, but I'm going to cut them here with you now, and we're going to put them together. I always cut a few more than I need. That way I can change them out if I don't like where the patterns are. That's something when I'm doing little grids like this, I always try to make sure that my patterns aren't too close together. So like I've got yellow here, but then I go down into the middle, and then I'm all the way over here. Same with this blue graph, kind of like lined paper. So I just want to make sure that they're not super close together, one on top of each other. However, it is your layout. You can do it however you like, right? So go ahead and start cutting your one by one squares. I've got a handful of them here, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep cutting these guys. You guys, I did sand them on my other layout. You don't have to. You're probably like, really? You sanded? But you know what? I find sanding like precision cutting. I just don't mind doing it. And also I do it when I'm just sitting watching a show. I find it's like one of those little mindless tasks. I'm going to go ahead and just cut a bunch of these because I love this little floral pattern, and I think I might use it quite a bit. The layout that I'm creating today is going to be for photos of Emma with one of her horses. So it's nice and girly and fun, and I'm okay to have some extras. I don't think I'm going to use the back of this. Oh, it's the back of this one. So I won't use the back of that. So yeah, so just go ahead and do your 1 inch, 1 by 1, or whatever size you're using. And then we'll see about the sanding. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to sand this one. 2 things. One, I'm not going to make you sit while I sand all these little squares. But it's also kind of like ironing. Remember we talk about ironing? I iron a heck of a lot. Oh, hey, Trina. Oh, good for you. You're going to ink yours. Awesome, Lindsay. I'm glad you cut them ahead of time. That's awesome. Okay, I've already got some stripe ones. I don't think I need those ones. I love this paper. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut a handful of these, this little argyle. But yeah, ironing. You guys know how I always talk about how much I love to iron. I do find it totally oddly therapeutic. It's super satisfying to see the wrinkles come out of some clothes, you guys. But I always say, I mean, I was raised like that. I'm not as crazy as my mom with ironing. She irons like way more than I do even, but I do iron daily. You're hard pressed to find a day that I haven't ironed. Don't iron sheets though. My mom irons sheets. Maybe she doesn't still. I don't know. I actually haven't asked her. Maybe she does. Oh, thanks, Julie. Yep, just 1/4 of an inch smaller on both sides. You got it. Yep. I always do my mats. Well, I shouldn't say always. Most of the time I do my mats 1/4 of an inch smaller or larger, right? Like do your photos smaller, 1/4 of an inch smaller than you do your mats. I just find it gives you that really nice 1/8 of an inch border that you can count on, right? It's consistent. Okay, I have so many squares here, you guys. I could probably make 3 layouts. It's okay. I'm going to cut one more because I really love this little heart paper. So go ahead and get your squares all ready and get them in your little piles. I guess I could have pre-cut these. Sorry, girls. It's all right. I'm quick at it. Won't take long. Done. Okay, so our little 1 by 1, guys. Set this here so you guys can see this. And then all you're going to do is start laying them out. So remember when we talk about our grids, how you want to try to lay everything out first. You don't have to. I like to. I at least like to get them started laying out so that I can kind of see what kind of a pattern I'm going to do. So you're going to see in this, oh, I still iron sheets. There's my mom. Hi, Mom. She's on here today, and yes, she still irons sheets. I mean, I guess there's something to be said about getting into a nice crisp bed, but I don't have that kind of time in my life, so I do iron clothes. So anyway, girls, I'm not far from the edge here. If you guys are looking for a measurement, I'm like 1/4 of an inch quarter of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. So I'm just starting up in this top left corner of the pattern paper, okay? So it's like quarter of an inch, 3/8 of an inch on both sides. Start in that top left corner and then we're gonna start running along the top, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and get started laying those out. And once we get going, then you can kind of decide what pattern you want to work with, right? So like I said, I just don't want to be, I don't want anything on top or too close to itself. I love this red on red. There's red hearts on top of the red. I think that looks so cute. And then like these stripy ones, I'm going to put some horizontal, I'm going to put some vertical, and you can see that on this layout. I've got some vertical and then some horizontal. And then these two were really close together, so I did one vertical, one horizontal. So just lay them out. So your first line is 8. You've got 8 of your patterns. And I think I even cut 8 patterns, did I? No, I cut 7. 8, no I did 8. Apparently I can't count. So we're gonna come up in here and we're gonna just, I'm like, God, you guys, like not even maybe 1/8 of an inch apart. Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and start your first row right across. Sheets, I know, Trina, sheets are kind of, I mean, okay, but let's put it, she's always ironed sheets. I was gonna say, well, they're retired, but she's always ironed sheets. Kind of always been her thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start adhering these. So I'm gonna use my glue. You can use an easy runner or like a tape runner or whatever if you want, but I find something like this, it doesn't need a lot of glue. So I just do like a little squiggle, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get this guy up started where I want him. So there's my first one. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big tweezer fan. We actually sell these on the site. These are like the little score tape tweezers. They're like super precision, sharp point. Like if I pushed too hard, that would totally cut my finger. But anyway, I use these all the time. And so sometimes when I'm doing things like this, I find it easier to place. But that's just me. So, because then I can kind of go, okay, I like that right there. And I don't have to get my big fumbly fingers underneath because I'm telling you, you have no idea how many times I've gone to put something down and then like it's come with me. It's like stuck to my finger and come with me. So just go ahead and start sticking these guys down. Okay. One at a time, like 1/8 of an inch apart. And you know what? I mean, it depends on your personality. You guys, I mean, you know, I like things nice and even and straight and all the things. But you know what? This would look really cute if you did want to have them a little off-center and kind of crooked here and there. I don't know that I could put it in my book like that, and that's okay. Actually, I think I am going to do this one this way. That's okay. You guys can go ahead and do that, and it still would look amazing. I personally, if I had it in my book like that, I'd be constantly wanting to straighten it, which would never bode well for, I probably would fix it. I've let go of some of that. I mean, good grief. Like, come on. I do have photos off center on this one. So, I mean, that's good. Like I'm making strides in the right direction of being able to let go of the straight life that I live in my crafting. Oh, Diane, yeah, lost art. Well, I think, well, clearly some people still do it. Like my mom, I guess, is still doing it. Heather, you had a client? No way. Socks, underwear, and sheets daily. Wow. Huh. Your mom, Anna, your mom used to iron your dad's tighty whities and handkerchiefs. Okay, well, handkerchiefs for sure, but tighty whities? Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, okay, no problem, Lindsay. So cut out right when you're about to place the squares. Yeah, so it's up to you about your spacing. This is about 3/8 of an inch. I just kind of started up in this top left corner and then I did 8 across the top. But then this one, I wanted to work a little bit with the lines in the paper. So I'm only like 1/4 of an inch up here. Okay, so, but just 8 across the top is going to be your first one. Nothing wrong with straight. You struggle with angles too. Thank you for being on my team, Jennifer. Leanne, I appreciate that. Oh, Kim, you like tweezers too? Yeah, honestly, it's two. On shaky days, I get it. No, there's some days my fingers just don't work, and I feel like I have more control with my tweezers, and, you know, type A personality and control. I'm working on it, but it's still, I feel like I need a little bit more control. So anyway, now I'm going to come down and I'm going to start kind of filling in some of these other spots. Okay. So on this one here, I can tell I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I went 8 across by 8 down. Okay, so you can go ahead if you want and run your 8 down the same pattern as you did your 8 across. I did not do that on this. Or you can just start filling in right underneath. But here's what you want to do. You want to drop a square every row. Okay, so here we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, and so on, all the way down to 1 in this bottom left corner. Okay, so you can just go ahead and start sticking them on and filling them in, and you're just going to drop a square every corner you do, or every end of line you do. So let's just start filling them in. I need to put my pin in the top of my glue before I break my own rule and clog my glue up. Oh, that's so funny. I did tip my picture, Lindsay. I know. You should have bet your mom. You guys should have had a bet on it to see. I did. And I think it looks cute. And I also I even tipped it out of my square. Look at that, like, crazy step outside the box. It's impressive, I think. My goodness. You guys, we've been at this almost a year. You know me by now. Okay, I'm going to just kind of lay out and see where I want some of these. So I think I'm going to kind of come in. Let's see. We'll go like this and we'll see. No, see that blue's too close. I don't want to put that there. Let's put this one here maybe. And then maybe this one. And then what else? Maybe hearts. Another polka dot. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, which one am I missing? Oh, I'm missing this one. Okay. Good. So now I'm going to come down this side and I'm going to stick these ones down. And I should probably take the pin that I just put back in my glue out so that my glue actually comes out. Wasn't even partying last night, you guys. What is that even anymore? Hey? I guess you can have a little party in your house. I don't know. Alex, like I said, was skiing today, so he was in bed. He went to bed about 8:30, 8:45. Scott's on nights at work in Saudi right now, so he actually, and they're like, I don't know, 10 hours ahead or something right now. He's actually kind of on our schedule, so he's going to bed when we go to bed. So the guys got to have a little FaceTime last night, and then you know what? I'm gonna lift that one up real quick. And then I was super tired yesterday, so I got into bed really early, like 9 o'clock, which I can't even tell you the last time I did that. And it felt really good. I didn't go to sleep till about 9:30, quarter to 10, but I knew I was gonna have to be up today at 5:30, so it was good. And then I just came into here and started working. So I've been in here for a long time. Did you guys see that? Did you see that I didn't like where I wanted one? And this is I feel like I should be getting like commissions or something off of these little Creative Memories multi-purpose tool. This is literally one of my best friends. I love this tool so much. So I didn't totally love where that was. So I was able to just slide, like, look at how thin that is. It's like almost like a letter opener. I was able to just slide that under there and fix that little piece of paper that I didn't love where it was. You're coming to the crooked dark side. Oh my goodness. I don't know, you guys. Am I losing you on the having things straight side? I don't know. I think it's great to change up your albums. I think it's great when you flip through and they're so many different styles, and it's so fun and trying new things. And That's one thing that I love about our newest workshop, the Triple Threat Workshop. You guys, it's going to be so much fun. It's selling already online, tons of space because it's an online workshop, obviously, right? So you guys can, tons and tons, everybody that wants to come can come. But it's available right now. You can purchase it on my website. And it's called Triple Threat. And we are doing all the fun techniques. So we're going to do it every other month. We're going to do it all year long. Okay, so look, I'm going to stop talking for 2 seconds. Okay, so there I've got my outside. And you can see, like, I've got more room up in this spot than this spot because I'm wider. My pattern paper was 10.5 inches, but it was only 9.5 inches. So we come all the way down to the bottom here, right? Okay. So, so the Triple Threat Workshop for this month, it's on Saturday the 27th. We're going to spend 2 hours together. We're going to do 3 12 by 12 layouts, but we're focusing on different techniques. So this month, we are doing one layout that's focusing on layering, one layout that is focusing on stamping, so stamping on your layouts, which I think is so fun, and then one layout that is with one of our custom cut files. So you're going to get another custom cut file that we designed specifically for this workshop, and then we're going to have these 3 layouts and we're just going to put them in our little toolbox. So it's going to be things, you know what? Sometimes it might be things that you guys haven't ever done. Sometimes it might be things that you do all the time, but you just want to get crafting with other people. And I just think that's awesome. So I would love to spend this time with you. So please consider heading over there and registering for the workshop. If you do not have a cutting machine and you want to take this workshop, you have to register by the middle of this week. I believe it's the 10th, which I think the 10th is Wednesday. Because if I have to cut your cut file and send it to you, you guys, honestly, the postal system is just so slow right now. So we have to get that out in the mail to you right away. So if you don't have a cutting machine, and I mentioned it the other night, and I'm going to mention it here again, the reason that there was a price difference that seemed a little bit higher, and it's only a $5 difference, but it is a jump because after we cut those and mailed them out to you, we just didn't charge enough in the last workshop. So to cut your cut files and mail them out to you, it includes shipping, so we will send them out to you. So just make sure that you are going onto the website, having a look at that, and seeing if that is something that you want to join us for. I would love to see you in class. It's going to be really fun. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to do it every other month because we're going to alternate with our double and our triple threat. The other thing that's really cool, if you guys missed, so I'm obviously, you guys can tell what I'm doing. I'm just like figuring out where I want these, right? So we're dropping one every time we go. So I might end up cutting a few more squares. I'm not sure. So if you, no, that's too close. Nope. How about down here? So the double workshop, if you guys didn't get a chance to join into that workshop and come live with us on Zoom, you are going to be able to purchase that workshop this week. I believe Monday or Tuesday, I believe it's going live. I don't know why I'm so crooked here. Let's go this way. Monday or Tuesday, I believe it's going live on the website. So what you will get with that workshop purchase is like our other workshops that are online right now. You will get the custom cut file. You will get the workshop booklet that has my teaching instructions in it. And you will also get a little process video. So if you didn't have the opportunity to take the class with us live, you will have the opportunity to still participate, and you can purchase it this week, and you can do it at home on your own. So I think I'm almost there, girls. Okay, I don't really want that blue. What one am I going to put in there? What else have I got? Oh, this one's really pretty. This little floral one. Okay, look, there we go. So see, dropped one every time and stuck them all down. Okay, well, I didn't stick them down. I'm sticking them down now. But stick them all down. Get them where you want them, and then stick them all down. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to one at a time flip these up and stick them back down. And you can do this on cards too, ladies. This works really well on cards. This is not just a layout gig, right? You can put this on anything you're working on. And the 1x1 obviously works really well on card fronts as well, right? Your card bases are obviously smaller, but you could do it in anything. You could do it in your 6x8, your 1/2x11, whatever size project you're working on. Little 1x1 squares works really well, and it's just really fun, and it gets you the opportunity. This is a great way to use up scraps too. So don't be afraid to just cut up a bunch of pieces of paper and make a pretty base, right? And just stick them all down. I'm having to lean so far over you guys, and I feel like I keep moving the layout on you. I'm sorry. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it doesn't change for you guys. Okay, so that is my news for you if you didn't get a chance, because I know lots of you, oh, and the other question I got was the custom printable that we designed for the Double workshop, which was an amazing 2-page custom cut file. Love that Summer and I were able to create that together. It looks amazing. It was so fun. We did it in 2 different ways. We did it with a title and without a title. The other question that I've been getting is, will we be selling that on the website? And that answer is yes. So that 2-page custom cut file will be available on the website this week as well. And then we also, by the end of this week, can't remember the date, I feel like it's the 15th, new cut files will be added to the shop. So we've got some really fun ones, you guys. I'm super excited. I can't wait. My files should be here really quick so that I can start cutting them. Summer's just putting the finishing touches on them. And then we should have them ready for you. I think it's the 15th that we had scheduled to have those up and available. So they're really fun. Tanya, that's hilarious. You started sanding this house. See, I know, but that's what I said. Like, it's one of those things that you do while you're like watching a show or something. It's, you start and then you can't stop. And it is, I mean, they're 1x1 for goodness sakes. It's definitely a little time consuming. I know, but didn't do it on this one. I will tell you though, it's actually, you want to talk about stepping outside your box, you guys. I find it fairly stressful that I didn't sand these. My, anxiety is feeling a little off the charts at the moment. The fact that I didn't sand them stresses me out a little bit, but it still looks pretty. It still looks cute. So this layout, like I said, I'm putting photos of Emma with one of her horses. She, of course, has got album after album of her with horses. And this is yet another one. So she is riding multiple horses right now. She's got her mama mare, so our baby that we just had last June. She is back in full work now. She's back in full training. She just started full training this week. This past week was when she kind of got back to her full training regime. So that mama she looks fit. Oh my goodness gracious. I'll tell you, I wish I bounced back after my babies the way that mama did. She's done so well. So, and she's happy as a clam and loving working again. So Em's riding her, and then she's also riding a horse for another big barn. They have a really lovely jumper. She actually rode her last year. What did I miss? Oh, Pat and Kim talking to each other. I was trying to see if I missed a question. Yeah, she rode this jumper last winter and just loved him. And the owners reached out and asked if she would ride him again. So she's just started back with him, and he's so fun. She loves him. So she's having a ball riding, which is amazing. It is definitely her full-time life. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's still in university. She does. She's still doing university courses at the same time. Okay, so my base is done. Are your bases done? Girls, are you all stuck down? Are you ready? You're ready to move on? So this journal card here, girls, what I did was this was our basics journal card. Oh, we have basics 2 coming out this week it comes out, our Basics 2 printable. So if you love our initial Basics, which I love, and we created it because there was just kind of a bit of a hole. I wasn't finding journal cards that were the right sizes for me. I wanted that big long one, which is amazing. I use it all the time. But what I did was I actually took our printable and I expanded the size of the big long one so that I had a bit, it was wider. This is more 3x4, but the spaces that I was able to write on were wider so that I could put this in my typewriter. So don't be afraid to do that either, because when you buy the printable, you have it, like it's yours. It's on your computer. You're going to save it, and then you can expand the sizes and play with it a bit, right? And then also you're able to print it on any color paper that you want, right? Oh, thanks, Carol. So that's what I did for here. So I took our printable, I customized the size a little bit more for myself, and then I put it in my typewriter and I put my journaling on there. And then I've added my photos. So I've caught my photo mats for my new layout. So I'm going to go ahead and just put those on now. But the other thing you could do, ladies, like if you didn't want it like this and you didn't want your photos and your title kind of in this section, super easy. Flip it this way, right? Have them up in here. So cute. Turn it around. Have your photos up in the top left corner, right? You can have your title kind of coming along over here. Or same thing, you can flip it again this way. And you can have even like a 5x7 photo would look unreal down in here, matted, and then some embellishing in there. So remember, like our sketches are so fun because you can use them over and over and over again. And we always post the printable. I had somebody ask me about past printables. We are just still, it's on the list. We're trying to get all of the old ones. I mean, they're not old, they're just from last year, but all the right from like kind of print, like what, layout 1, I guess, scrap sheet 1 all the way through. So there are a bunch of them on the blog right now that you're able to go and print out. We do them in a PDF form for you so that you can print them off and put them in a little binder and keep them at home and use them over and over again. The old ones, they're coming. We're getting them. We're working on it. I promise you. Thank you so much for your patience. It's just time, right? Just trying to get it all fit in. Who's giving people hearts every morning? Oh, Kim, you're giving your boys hearts every morning. Do you do that like leading up to Valentine's Day? That sounds really fun. Okay, so here we are. Now we can go ahead and you can add your photos and your journaling. I did this paper actually comes in the So Much Love Creative Kit as well. This is a Simple Stories cardstock that's got the dots on one side and the solid on the other. So I've done that for my photos, and then they're just going to come up in here. So when I put them down, I wanted to put them kind of, again, lined up so that I had a little bit of my squares showing here, and then this one I can overlap and just have the edge just coming off. And then same with the journal card that I did here. I centered it beautifully on top of all of these little squares, so I'm not losing all that hard work that we did to create that pretty base. You're still seeing the edges of all of those squares. You're just, you've centered it quite nice on top of all the squares. Remind you where to find it's on the website. So there's 2 sections to the website, right? So my website is actually jenniferedwardson.com. The shopping cart is shopjenniferedwardson.com. So when you're on jenniferedwardson.com, you see all of the drop downs along the top that you can click on, and there's all different things. Some of them have more blogs than others. Again, we're getting to them for filling content. But if you click on the creative side or on the creative section, all the blogs come up in there. So jenniferedwardson.com is my website, but when you click on shop, it takes you to my shopping cart. And if you just want to shop and you want to bypass the website completely, you can just go shop jenniferedwardson.com. So you can get there 2 ways. You can just do it from the main page, or you can just go shop jenniferedwardson.com and it takes you right to the shopping cart. Oh, Kathy, it was you that had asked that question. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I feel like I saw the message come in again. Remember, I went to bed really early last night, so I feel like I saw it, but I couldn't remember, so I'm so sorry. Yes. Oh, good. Okay, so Yes, you're right. There was an answer. Yeah. So jenniferedwardson.com, and you can get to the shopping cart that way, or you can just go directly to the shopping cart. But the main page is where the blog is, and that's where you're going to find those scrap sheets. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you love using up all your scraps for sure. You can definitely, there's lots of things to do with all those little pieces. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Bye, Carrie. See you. So anyway, so then once I had my journaling on here and I have my photos, I've raised both of these up as well, by the way. So there's some dimension to match, because these foam title words, these are nice and thick. I love them so much. And that again kind of goes back to the 12 by 12 albums. Those We Are Memory Keepers albums from American Crafts, the page protectors are fantastic, and I can get two well embellished, I always call them well embellished layouts with lots of dimension. I can get two of these back to back in one of those page protectors, and I don't have to stuff them in. It's not hard. They're not cramming in there. So I wanted to use the dimension, match the dimension of my title with my photos, so those are raised up. My journaling is flat. And then I added some little stickers in here, and I raised those up as well as some like enamel dots and some more little foam stickers. So this is just some some faux stitching done with a journaling pen. I think you guys can see that there. So just a ruler, a nice fine tip. I think it's like a 0.5 tip black journaling pen for that one. And then, like I said, this one's going to be done the same. I'll finish this one up and then I'll post it as well. But don't be afraid to just write on your layouts, right? That's definitely something like these ones that I had showed you earlier. I often will just take my ruler and my pen and I'll draw right onto the layout. So you don't always have to have a journaling card in there. Don't be afraid to just write right on your pages, right? So that's always an option as well. But like I said, the scrap sheet will be up at some point this week, probably Monday or Tuesday, and I'll make a post about that as well. But that is it. There you go. That is your layout. So like I said, I will get that onto the website really quick so that you guys can see that. Hi, I'm back. So, yeah, I'll get all those pictures up and stuff. And like I said, so the little package of them, the 6x8 album, that'll be live here real quick as soon as we're done. And all of the photos will go up. So lots of content coming, lots of blogs, the scrap sheet, that'll go up there as well. And there's lots of new stock coming. So as soon as it comes in, you guys, I'm posting it and letting you guys see what we've got coming. So there are definitely some beautiful new kits coming out. So I'm really excited about that. But I would love to see you in class. So we're off now for about a week or so. My next Let's Get Crafty is not this week, it's the week after. So if you want to see the schedule, make sure you go to the website, click on the blog. And I think you can hear my dogs barking. It's kind of distracting me a little bit, but when you have 4, somebody is always barking, I swear. Oh, there's a dog outside walking by. So of course they have to let them know that this is their house. Anyway, so if you want that schedule, that is on a blog post as well, and you'll see that on the website. So jenniferedwardson.com, right on the blog, and it's a PDF printable. You can go ahead and just print out the monthly schedule. I feel like I had mine sitting here. Doesn't matter. It's a full schedule for you. So it shows you when I'm doing my lives and then when the classes are. So again, go to the website, check out that triple threat workshop. I'd love to see you in there. New cut files coming, and then that double workshop. If you didn't get a chance to join us live, you'll be able to purchase that and do that at home on your own time. So thanks for joining, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for an hour. I'm so happy that I got to spend my Sunday with you. And make sure you're posting your layouts in the group, okay? I've definitely got some giveaways. So if you post your layout, I'm going to give you a week. So it'll be, I think, until next Saturday. And then you'll be entered into the draw for a $10 gift card to my website. So once you do these layouts, remember to post them up in that group, or you can share it on my main scrapbook, my main Facebook page in the comments, or on your Instagram. You can share it on your Instagram as well. But you got to tag us so that we can see it and get you entered into that draw for a $10 coupon code. Thanks to all you new ladies that joined us today, and thanks to all my girls that are with me every class. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day and spending time with me. For those of you that are football fans, enjoy. This is I think one of the most favorite days of the year for you guys. So enjoy the football game later today. It was so good to see you, and I'll connect with you guys all soon. I'm online every day. So if you want to connect with me, just reach out. Okay. Thanks again for today. Have an awesome Sunday. Happy football afternoon. What is it even called? Super Bowl? Yeah. I'm not a football fan, but don't not be friends with me because I'm not a football fan. I just don't understand the game. We're hockey. I'm in Canada. We're hockey. So have an amazing afternoon, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.